when it comes down to getting someone to regret losing you, they have to see there is a value that they're now missing on, and something that works even stronger. It's now when it's now happening. And I'm saying this to say there could be great qualities that they're realizing that, hey, I didn't appreciate. But if you have something else going on, something even as simple as getting on your ish, being locked in, being focused, that's where a lot of missing you can come from. Now, on my channel, if you haven't noticed, I like to do a lot of advice and motivational things. I still wanted to revolve around what can you be doing to uplift yourself. And at the end of the day, it still can be about other people. I still want it to be generally what else you need to realize. The regretting aspect in life should not be your main focus. It's just getting to know that your emotions can trick you so much on, man, I need to prove something to them. Meanwhile, if you just start showing that you're respecting yourself, something like that, respecting yourself can look like, I won't reach out, right? You have boundaries now. You have, I'm not budging. If I get a hey from somebody, I'm not gonna say something. I say this all because these are going to be forms of somebody showing that they don't care to give in more effort for the value that you have. And regretting losing you comes from recognizing that there is something about you. Now, sometimes for some people that do have, like loneliness going on, still attached to you, sometimes it's like they have their issues going on, and the first person that now they want to lean on, those are the wrong reasons oftentimes, because they're not necessarily regretting losing you for reasons of like, if they came back around, they would be ready to change for you. I hope that makes sense to y'all, like where there's the good of somebody regretting and also wanting to change and also wanting y'all to really work out. And then there's their own selfish needs, wants, their own just anything that's self-gratification, that sorts of stuff. That's where the regret comes in, especially when they're lacking and wanting the attention and wanting to know that they still have you and they need a sense of relief. So that's where regret can come in. But if they also have strict or haven't reached their breaking point, they can resist and not remain too tempted until that day that does come where they have to break that communication, or they have to, in a sense, show some humility, show that the egotistic way is not taken over, or whatever the case may be. You also have to recognize the person that you were with. Now, y'all, my 70%, yes, that's big. 70% off sale is still going on. If you're going through anything and you need consultations, or if you want support, I got y'all. Trust me, I know how it can be sometimes where it's like it just does not go as planned, right? Life can just be all over the place. But I'm telling you, with strategies, with making sure that you're actually implementing what now you're thinking of and now what your mind is resetting to believe, and putting in that effort, life changes, and life changes forever. And I love that. And I love that for you. And so I'm literally just here to help and support. I only want the best for y'all. And I only want it from a raw, real place. I won't lie to y'all. I will not sugarcoat it. I won't be here to, make you feel like it's gonna instantly get better when you gotta really make these changes, but I will support you. And that's just the best way. That's why I have a lot of clients that still come back, because I'm always gonna be authentic, but we also have to be real about things. So if you do want consultation, whatever format that you do want it, I have different options. There's video consultation, email consultations. Those are both popular, but most popular is one-on-one. So you can find whatever works. There's a lot more options. And so you choose what's going to work. And then don't forget about other products that I do have available. Master classes and all sorts of other stuff, bundle deals for those too, for the books. So check it out. The link is there. And don't forget, you can always join on Patreon and get way more content that you will not see on YouTube. Okay, so let me get back into this. And I want y'all to remember that when you have regretting going on, you might feel regret too, because you might feel like, man, I can't get somebody right now. You might have even went on some dates, or it could be like a friend too. Oh, I regret that they don't value all the years we have. you have to remember, to a degree, you're still crossing their mind. If their mind has shifted into, let's say, they're giving you that they're regretting, not directly, because directly is normally like reaching out, breaking communication, but in some form, you still have to be resistant. When I say resistant, I'm talking about just be mindful that you're pretty much not falling for it, even though they're going to be like on and off with it, or one day completely shut off. So I'm saying, back to when I said it's for their own satisfaction, not necessarily what's best for the both of y'all or what's best for you, then that's the issue. Remember, regret doesn't also mean that they want to be back around. It's just sometimes some people I find have more ease or more okay with the idea of like at least knowing that somebody does regret, but don't ever let what somebody feels about you, whether they do or do not regret losing you, don't let that identify your value, because it has to still remain and it still has to increase. And I know emotions get the best of us, but remember, emotions are things such as like joy, things such as like actually doing self-love stuff. But the difficulties that come with that is not actually getting started or not actually doing, right? So do you personally feel like you are putting the efforts, and do you find yourself literally constantly thinking about this person, wanting them to regret losing you, or do you even know that they have been? These are just questions that are good to like know for yourself, ask, figure it out, that sorts of stuff. And so at the end of the day, you know that your identity needs to be valued from what you view yourself and not what others, and what they even view, that's how they view it, that's their idea. So I will leave it at that. That's theirs. Don't let it to be yours, and think from a place of what's also, like I said, best for you. I hope this helped in some way. Don't forget about those 70% off store wide, and I'll talk to y'all very much soon. Bye, y'all.